Hi, I'm Mark Doty. This is the Casio Casiotone 405, which I've been consistent in insisting is Hey everyone, it's me, Mark Doty. This is the Casio Casiotone 405, which I've been pretty consistent in insisting is an electronic musical instrument. Okay. So we've gone through the tone section. We've gone through the tone sections, vibrato, the sustain, reverb. We've gone through modulation 1. And now we're going to go through modulation 2. Now what modulation 2 seems to do, I think, unlike modulation 1, which, I mean, I can see that there's two different sort of waveforms there. And I guess I could sort of speculate, but it's not entirely clear because whatever those waveforms mean, they vary between the different presets. But in this one, it seems like they're saying things with a quick attack are changed into things with a slow attack, and things with a slow attack are changed into things with a quick attack. And I found that to be relatively consistent, but still, you should probably hear it. So this demonstration is going to be modulation 2 and how it takes the quick attack sounds and makes them into slow attack sounds, and takes the slow attack sounds and makes them into, yes, you've guessed it, quick attack sounds. Okay, so let's go through this and hear these sounds as they are modified by modulation 2, which I've now activated, and you can tell because I've hit this unique rocker switch. So I hope you're prepared for the outcome. Actually, I'm going to unhit the rocker switch because we're probably going to want to hear the sound previous. Okay, so here is organ. Let's hear it now with modulation 2. Well, that's funny because it had kind of a slow attack to begin with, and now it has an even slower attack. So already what I said was untrue. But anyway, so. And I need to point this out. Now, I'm not going to do this throughout the entirety of the video, but so now we have a very slow attack sound that ends immediately upon you lifting up your hands. If you wanted this to be a slow attack, slow decay sort of sound, you would switch the sustain on. And now, okay, so keep that in mind when you hear it do this. Because really, I think we're just primarily dealing with what this modulation does, not creating the sound that would be best with the functions at hand. Okay, so let's move to pipe organ. Now let's hear it with modulation 2. Obviously turning that into a very slow attack. Okay, now let's hear the flutes. Making it have a quick attack, which is useful. Let us now hear the clarinet. Modulation 2. It's just kind of a square wave sound, which is useful. All of these things thus far are quite useful. Now let us hear the trumpet. Pretty cool. Oh, that was horn. Okay, well, that's what horn. Let's now do the trumpet. Whereas the horn has kind of a slow attack, which was made a immediate attack. The trumpet has kind of an immediate attack that was made a slow attack. Okay, let us now move on to what is undoubtedly the oboe. With modulation too. I just have to hear this sound with sustain. See, that's just like, there isn't really, I mean, maybe organ. There really isn't a thing that makes that timbre other than a synthesizer. So you immediately get kind of a synthesizer sound. That's really cool. Accordion. Really pretty cool. That's nice. Okay, here is your violin, which we know is my least favorite patch on this. At least it's made interesting by being an even slower attack. Now let's hear the cello. Now the cello is given the quick attack treatment. Which just makes a pretty basic synth sound, really. That's pretty cool. Okay, let us now move on to the piano. Giving it a slow attack, which isn't too bad. Now the electric piano. That's really a cool effect. That's very pleasant. Harpsichord. In that way, it kind of like, typically organs have a quick attack, but it's like an organ timbre with a, it takes away the harpsichord and kind of makes it with like an organ with a slow attack. Still useful, still beautiful. And now the vibraphone. Which isn't very vibraphony without the vibrato. But, okay, so let's hear. That's nice. Celesta, celesta, you know, whatever. Just gonna guess we're gonna get a slow attack on this one. There is there's a timbral difference. That's really interesting. Let us now try the harp. If this turns into a slow attack, it's going to be really beautiful. Weird. It's so, yeah, it gives a slower attack, but still relatively punchy. Still a pretty cool sound. That's interesting. See, there's variation. You can't make a sort of overarching description of these things. Each one of them has a different element, which makes me happy that I'm demonstrating it in the way that I am. Okay, let's move on to the poor mandolin. Okay. And the saddest thing about the mandolin is like the plucking doesn't start like right when you hit the chord that you're playing, like I'm doing. It comes in after, so your timing is going to be off. If you just wanted to time something so it would match up to the da da la 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 la, you still couldn't even do it because it doesn't start right on a pluck. It fades in and then hits the plucks, which is okay. Anyway, so let's hear what happens when we switch it to modulation 2. Well, nothing. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, wow. So your hit is still as ill-timed, but then the plucking is no longer plucking. It's like slow attack plucking. It's wah, 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 wah instead of dot, 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 dot. That is bizarre. What were they thinking? Still, I mean, nothing wrong with that. Do you hear the difference? That's wacky. Okay, let's hear the electric guitar. Now this better be good. It is really cool. Okay. And now funny. It's just really, honestly, isn't that funny. That is cool. I can't even describe what's happening. Like it goes through a weird bandpass thing and then like a non-bandpass sound fades in. That's beautiful. We get very synthesizer-y there. Cosmic tone. Again, we get something very strange. It doesn't sound like cosmic tone. It sounds like the two components of cosmic tone happening separately. Which is really cool. Okay, well, that is, this is really important. And you're probably never going to see this because people are just going to be like, oh, there's weird modulation or whatever. But like, if you really are interested in the Casio CT405, like you need to hear these differences because you're not going to be able to assume them based on what people are generally going to play. So, the modulation section makes a lot of these sounds into synthesizer sounds away from the poor emulative sounds. But still very valuable. Like this has a wide degree of diversity of timbre. And we haven't even done modulation 1 and 2 together, which the next video is going to be. But anyway, that is modulation 2 affecting the tone on the Casio Casiotone 405.